other side. Good. And when you're ready, you're just going to start your shoulder rolls, up, back, and down. So the shorter your grip on the band, the more you're going to feel the shoulders get a nice release, pulling down towards the floor. Good. Inhale and exhale. So just notice your breath, feel your shoulders rolling up, down, and back, or up, back, and down. Good. Keeping the shoulders nice and low, neck is nice and long. We're just going to let one hand slide down. So feel the band pulling you down towards the floor. Come back to center, and then the other side. Good. Again. Keeping equal weight in both feet. Shoulders stay in line with the hips, head is in line with the shoulders. Good, come back to center. Here we're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, head nod, chin tuck as you start rounding down. Feel the band pulling you down, sinking down nice and low. Pause at the bottom, soft bend in the knees, and then we're going to come all the way back up. Let the shoulders drop. Good. We're going to do that again. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, rounding down. Feel the band pull you down, and then you're just going to let everything dangle nice and low. See how low you can go here. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, rising all the way back up. Drop the shoulders. Okay, keep the shoulders nice and low. We're just going to look over one shoulder, and then over the other shoulder. Just getting some movement through the neck. One more time to each side. Good. Bringing your head back to center. Okay, so we're going to take our feet out of the band. We're going to take the band now, we're going to place it around our rib cage, just underneath the armpits. So feet stay in the same position. So just a few inches apart, in line with the sit bones or hips. And we're just going to take our arms out to a T. And we're just going to tip to one side. You're going to look up towards that top hand. You're going to follow that hand as you bring the arm down towards the other hand. Gaze follows. And then open yourself back up. Come back to center. Tip to the other side. Look up. Bring the arm down. And all the way back up. So you can go in this flow. Keep your eye on that arm as you bring it down. Release it back up. Do one more time to each side. Good. Last time to this side. Good. And come all the way up. Good. Bringing the arms in, we're just going to take the band. We're going to lie down onto our back. We're going to start today by opening up through our hips. A little bit into our hamstrings. So you're going to take the band and place it around the ball of one foot. You're going to extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Lying on your back. Elbows are bent. You want your arms, or especially your upper arms, just relaxed onto the mat. We're just going to start with our leg raise. So lowering the leg down, lifting it back up. So you can decide, the opposite leg can be bent or you can have it out straight. It's personal preference, whatever feels best for you. And play with it and decide. Try and keep the foot flexed if you can. So you're going to feel a stretch up the hamstring as you bring the leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold that leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to go into little circles. It's about the size of a dinner plate on the ceiling, not too big. Okay, we're going to go in the other direction. Bring your leg back to center. If your leg isn't extended out straight, the opposite leg, I'm going to have you do that now. And then we're just going to take the leg in the band, we're just going to bring it across the body. So you're just going to feel the hip lift off the mat, and then bring the leg back up towards the ceiling. And then again. So here, as you bring your leg across the body, you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch through the outer leg or outer hip. Two more. the leg down towards the other leg, circle it out nice and wide, back up towards the ceiling. It's a really big, call these exaggerated leg circles. So you want to feel that hip lift off the mat as you start your circle. One more time. Good. Bringing your leg back to where you started. You're going to slide the other foot into the band. And when you're ready, keep the foot flexed. You're going to go back to your leg raises on this side. Inhale and exhale. You may start to notice your core activating. Think of pulling the belly button towards the spine. Again, notice any stretching or tension that you may be feeling at the back of the leg. One more time. We're going to hold the leg up towards the ceiling, little circles. So movement's coming from the hip. It's not ankle circles, it's hip circles. Go in the other direction. Good. Bringing the leg back to center. You're going to slide the other leg out straight. You're going to take that leg and you're just going to draw the leg over across the body. And then bring it back up towards the ceiling. So just take a moment here. We're going to do a few here. Just feeling that stretch in the outer leg. Maybe a little bit into your hamstring. I have super tight hamstrings. So these always feel good for me. One more time. We're going to hold the leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to take that leg over across the body. Hold it here. We're going to circle the leg down towards the other foot, out nice and wide, and back up again. And again. So make sure you're feeling that hip lift off the mat as the leg comes over across the body. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Good. Bringing your leg back to center. You can take your foot out of the band. Just set the band off to the side. Just doing a little bit of shoulder work. So knees can be bent. Feet are flat on the mat. Palms are down. Arms are straight at your sides. I want you to pull your belly button towards the spine. We're going to take both arms all the way overhead to a hover. And then bring them all the way back down. Simple movement. I want you to have a little bit of core control here as those arms go overhead. What that's doing is it's keeping your rib cage down. You don't get that arching through a rib cage as the arms come overhead. Good. Inhale as the arms come over, and exhale as they come back down. Two more. Last one. Same movement, but this time, arms are down by your side. You're going to turn the palms up towards the ceiling. You're going to keep the arms in this position, palms up. You take the arms all the way overhead. So again, keep that core control, so keeping the rib cage down. Can be a little bit more of a challenge. Palms up. Inhale and exhale. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Bringing the arms down, I'm going to have you grab back onto your band. And you're going to place both feet into the band. If you have a band like mine, a little tip, make sure the band's nice and wide around the ball of your feet. That will stop it from rolling and then maybe snapping off. So you're going to have your froggy position. So froggy position is knees bent, legs and tabletop, heels together, toes apart. Then you're going to take the band, you're going to bring it to the inside of your knees. Good. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to keep the heels together as we press the legs out straight. And then bring them back in. And again, press out and back in. So keeping the belly down, keeping it nice and flat. Heels together, toes apart. And you can play with the angle, so the lower you go, the more challenging it's going to be. Okay, let's do about 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, we're gonna build on that. So on the next one, as we extend the legs out straight, we're gonna curl up to the tips of our shoulder blades, and then lower back down. Inhale, and exhale to lift. Inhale, and exhale to lift. For 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. On the last one, you're going to hold yourself up here. Heels together, toes apart. We're going to point and flex the feet. Point and flex. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, bringing the legs in, lowering the head down. Take the band off your feet, set the band off to the side. We're gonna roll over onto our side. We're gonna do a little bit of side abdominals, lying on our side. So hips are stacked, head is down. Keep the hand in front for balance. We're gonna lift the top leg so it's at hip height. Bottom leg will lift to tap the top leg. Good, inhale and exhale to lift. That's it. So you should be feeling that side abdominal at the top, activating, and a little bit into your inner thigh, that bottom leg. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and the last one, we're going to hold both legs up. I want you to point the toes. Legs stay nice and straight. We're just going to do a little scissor kick. Good. So you can go just about the width of your mat. You can go slow. So really feeling that side abdominal working, inner thigh is working. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Good, last one. Good. Lower the legs down. Good job. Okay, so coming up onto all fours. We're going to have our knees in line with our hips, hands in line with the shoulders. We're going to pull the belly in towards the spine. We're going to work deep into our inner core. We're just going to lift the knees to a hover and then lower them back down. And lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. On the next one, we're going to hold ourselves up here. So imagine balancing a glass of water on your tailbone. We're going to step the right leg out to the end of the mat and bring it back in. Left leg, so I'm going to step out. So try not to let your hips hike or pike up. You want to keep the hips down, spine in neutral, neck is nice and long. Good, one more time to each side. Step out and out. Good, lowering the knees down. You're going to swing over to the other side. So we'll get working into our side abdominals on the other side. So head is down, hands in front for balance. We're going to lift that top leg so it's at hip height. Pull the belly in and up, so don't relax through the tummy. Bottom leg will lift and lower. So you want to get that bottom leg to lift towards the top leg. It's not the top leg lowering towards the bottom leg. That's it. Good. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, for the last one. We're going to hold that bottom leg up. Good, point the toes, scissor kicks. So knees stay locked here. So really getting that isometric hold into the side abdominal, working that inner thigh and the bottom leg. And breathe. Good. Let's do 5, to the end of the mat. You're going to come into your plank. So neck is nice and long. You don't want your shoulder blades pinching together. Good. And we're just going to shift our weight forward. So pressing into the toes. Then we're going to shift it into our heels. Good. It's like almost like calf raises if you're on the floor. Let's do 8, 7. Neck is nice and long. Don't let the head drop. Keep the tailbone tucked. For 3, 2. Last one. Good. Lower the knees. Sink back onto your heels to child's pose and just take a break. Good job. Okay, I'm going to have you grab onto your band. We're going to come down onto our tummies. So lying down on our stomach. We're going to make it a little bit more challenge on our arms or upper back. So if you're going to hold the band in both hands, arms are going to be out straight. Legs are out straight. And your arms can come about the edge of your mat is probably a good width to have them. And we're going to have our forehead down just to a hover. I want you to come into that tuck position with your pelvis. Good. So engaging through the core. We're just going to lift that forehead, make sure it's hovering, gazes down towards the mat. And you're just going to lift one arm to a hover, and then lower down. Then lift the other arm to a hover, and lower. Lift, and lower. Good. So you can play with the tension here. You can shorten your grip on the band. You want a little bit more of a challenge. So you're in charge of the tension, or you don't have to use the band at all. One more time to each side. Good. And lowering the arms down. Just let go of the band. Keep it there. We're going to come back to it in a minute. We're just going to lower our forehead onto our hands. We're going to do some leg work here. We're going to lift one leg just to a hover. And then lower down. Then the other leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So keep the knee straight. You want to be lifting from the glute, not the hamstring. You let that knee bend, you're going to lift more from your hamstring. We want to lift from the glute. One more time to each side. Good. Bringing the legs down. You're going to grab onto the band now. We're going to put the two together. So foreheads to a hover, arms are out to the width of your mat or the side of your mat. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift one arm, pulling the band up with the opposite leg. And then lower down. Then other arm is going to lift, opposite leg. Lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. Good. That's it. We'll do 4 more sets for 4. Good. 3. That's it. 2. And last set. Good. Bring in the arms down. Push yourself back into child's pose and just take a deep breath into your low back. Okay, so we're going to do 2 classical exercises, Pilates exercises. You don't need your band for this one. I'm going to have you come down onto your elbows, lying on your tummy. We're going to do our single leg kick and our double leg kick. I haven't done this one yet with momentum, but we're going to give it a shot today. So the single leg kick, up on your elbows, pull your shoulders down your back. Gaze is just in front of your hands onto the floor, and you're not letting your belly button sink towards the mat. Your belly button might touch the mat, but you want to feel as if you're pulling your belly button towards the ceiling or towards your spine. And you're going to keep your shoulders down, so we're not slouching, even though that feels nice. We want to keep those shoulders down. We're going to start with one leg. We're going to bend it. We're going to kick the heel towards our bum for 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1, lower down. And then the other leg. Kick, kick, kick. And alternating your quad. It also will help the hip flexors, working into the core. If you have tight quads, this one you're going to like. Kick, 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 kick. Make sure you're not slouching. One more time to each side. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do the double leg kick. So for this one, you're going to take your hands, you're going to bring them just into your low back. You're just going to hold on to one hand in your low back. You're going to squeeze your legs together. Shoulders are back, so don't let your shoulders round here. You're going to lift your forehead just to a hover. Good. And we're going to kick both heels towards us for 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1. You're going to let the legs come down onto the floor. You're going to lift the head up a little bit higher as you press your hands towards your feet. Arms are straight. And then lower. Hands come back into the low back. And kick again for 3, 2, 1. Legs come down. That's your cue. Lift the head and chest a little bit higher as you press the arms behind you. Bring the hands back to the low back as you kick. And lift. So this is a great one. It opens up through the whole front of the body. At the same time, it strengthens the whole back of the body. And lift. One more time. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Lift. Good. Bring yourself down. Push yourself back into child's pose. And just take a stretch here. Good. Okay, so we're going to come up onto all fours. So hands are in line with the shoulders, knees and hips are aligned. We're just going to do a little hinge back with our hips. Come back to center. This helps to reset the hips, reset the low back. So if you're feeling any discomfort, either of those areas. Again, think of a glass of water balancing on your tailbone. You don't want to go too far with the hinge or with your glide. Just a little glide is all you need. Good. Let's do 3, 2, and last one. Good. Okay, so we're going to get set up to do push-ups. So if you don't want to do push-ups, you can either go into child's pose or you can continue doing your glides back and forth. So hands will come out just a little bit wider. You can have your knees come into whatever placement you want. You can come up into a full push-up position if you want. I'm going to keep my knees down. And when you're ready, we're going to do 10. So when you're ready, lower yourself down and press yourself back up. Inhale and exhale to press. So it's a full body exercise. So keep the belly in. Don't sink into your upper back. Okay, let's do 5. Inhale to lower and exhale to press. 4, 3, 2. Make this our last one. And lift. Good job. Okay, so grab onto your band. We're going to come up into standing. We're going to do a little bit of shoulder work with the band and some triceps. So we're going to take the band, we're going to place it off to one side, and we're going to step on one end of the band. So you can shorten your grip here. The more tension, the harder it's going to be. Holding the band on the same side that the foot is stepping on it, you're going to take your arm out and bring it down. Front and lower. Good. That's it. We're going to do 10 of each. So take a break if you need to. Okay, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Now we're going to take the arm out to the side. Bring it back in. Lift and lower. So adjust your grip at any time, or you can drop the band. You don't have to use it. going to take it to the outside, the other leg. You're going to step onto the band, the other foot. Grab onto the band, the other hand. We're going to take the arm out in front. So keep the neck nice and long. Don't hike up through the shoulder. Do lift. Keep the rib cage from popping. So check in with your core. You still need it active. That's it. 7 more. Inhale and exhale to lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Now we're going to take the arm out to the side, other side, and bring it down. So stay nice and tall. Good. For 8. Inhale and exhale. 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to hold it up here, and we're going to bring the arm in front and lower down. So we're circles, 5 in one direction. Good, 3 more. Good, last one in this direction. And you're going to switch directions, so take the arm out in front, the side, and down. Check in with your breath. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more. Good, last one. Good, and bringing the arm down. Okay, we'll do a little bit of tricep work. We have some time. So we're just going to bend the band in half. You're going to hold onto the band at the top. And then you're going to take the band, or the hand that's holding the band, you're going to bring it over to the opposite shoulder. Then you're going to grab onto the band, the other hand, so you play with the tension here. And when you're ready, you're going to press down and release. Press and release. Keep the shoulder back, best you can. Good, let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Okay, taking the band, the top of the other hand, bringing that arm now over across the chest onto the other shoulder. Other arm grabs onto the band. You're going to press down. Press. Keep the wrist straight. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, excellent. Okay, so take the band, set it off to the side, you're done with it. Just give your arms a swing back and forth. Just releasing the shoulders. We're going to end with our roll down. So let's bring the arms in front. Just keep them in front of the thighs. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, rounding down, coming into your roll down. Sinking down a little bit lower than you could at the beginning of the class. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, rising all the way back up. Let the shoulders drop. And that's it. Thanks for joining me.